Hello, and Randy here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Arkansas here. Oh, well, so much for a beautiful day. I mean, there's no fog at least, but it is currently raining. So, yeah, with that being said, I think we're going to have to fast forward time for starters here because we're going to be starting off with some harvesting here. We got both fields 17, 19, and 18 ready to harvest here. I believe all these fields are going to require the regular combine because we got wheat on 17 and then sorghum here. Double check, yeah, sorghum on 18 and 19. So, yeah, the rain's not going to be good for that. I mean, we're going to have to just, well, I guess I don't have to go anywhere, do I? I can just break up time from right there. Let's get this rain going here, and we're going to get the get the combine fired up. And we'll start harvesting some sorghum here. Oh. Oh, just a little bit right there. Sure what's up with the water. That's kind of weird. I'm looking at this here. Like the water's deep, but then like I can see under the water. Okay, this map might have a few issues, it seems like, with that. I don't know what's up with that. It is available, of course, on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, Evan, so that's kind of interesting. Also, end of the water right there. Weird. Oh, I guess we better crank up time more here. Hopefully the rain ends fairly soon here, because this is oh, there it goes. There we go. Yeah, we got some harvesting to do today, but we don't want to run too much of the day here. We got some water on the combine yet. Yeah, well, as long as we're not losing yield. Here it is. Yep, that should be good. Between episodes, of course, Evan, we finished up all the spraying, got rid of all the weeds on the field here, and then went ahead and skipped time here to the month of August here. Again, obviously a wheat field ready to harvest, and then we got the sorghum here as well. So this episode and probably next episode we'll be working on that. I'm gonna get these all knocked out here. Now, as far as the sorghum is concerned, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do with the sorghum. Last episode there we picked up a couple of factories here. I don't believe any of them took sorghum that I know of. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, what does one do with sorghum? No, the grain mill does. Okay, so we can take it to the grain mill then, at least make flour from it, which then the flour can go. Actually, I think didn't the canning factory take flour too? Yes, it does. I don't know. Is that the one I never figured out where the flour went? I don't think I ever figured out. Oh, is this okay? The noodle soup took flour. Maybe it was there was something else up here. Like, was it eggs? Maybe it was the eggs. Like, I never did figure out where the eggs go. But yeah, flour, of course, there at the bakery. We'll have to decide here, too, Evan. I'm not sure if we'll, like, send all the sorghum to the grain mill here. Because, again, when it comes to the factories, Evan, the factories only produce so quickly. And, unfortunately, I believe in the case of flour, so if we go to the grain mill here, sorghum flour. Oh, no, we got rice flour. Okay, so sorghum flour, I think, just makes rice, right? Or, sorry, makes flour. Sorghum makes just plain flour. We do have rice flour, so if we bring rice over here, we will get rice flour. But, at least for this one, we're just going to get flour. So if I put wheat in here, we're going to get flour. If I put sorghum in here, we're going to get flour. I don't have a way of, like, okay, sell the flour that comes from the sorghum, but then the flour that comes from the wheat, we'll, send that to the bakery. It unfortunately doesn't work that way. It would be kind of nice, because otherwise, yeah, might make sense to bring the sorghum down there. But I think the sorghum, we're probably just going to put that in storage, and then we'll sell that whenever the time is appropriate. It's probably January. Most of the stuff sells, right? Then the wheat we'll take down to the grain mill. We kind of had that in the last map too, Evan. We had the grain mill there on the last map as well. We were just, hey, bring it down to the flour mill, right? Well, the only problem with that, Evan, is we had overabundance of crops, I would say, in the flour mill. I suppose you could maybe like micromanage it a little bit more, Evan, and like, okay, the production factories that need flour are full. Let's just go switch the grain mill over to selling for a little bit, and then once the productions are lower, you can switch. You could do that, I suppose. But wow, it seems like a lot of work to sit here, like micromanaging that. So yeah, just my thoughts, Evan. I think we're just gonna straight sell the sorghum this time around when the time's right, of course. Keep in mind, too, I am running the mod that allows us to crank up the production speed we will definitely be doing that. We'll crank up, the end of the line speed as much as possible, and we'll try to adjust, like grain mill, for example. We'll try to adjust that as needed. We got to turn it up or down a little bit. Once we get a little more money as well, and I would like to look into getting some greenhouses here. Now, I'm not entirely sure where we're going to put these greenhouses. Looking at the nice large open area here. So we got some room for some greenhouses here. Any other good areas for greenhouses? Might have some room out in here, maybe. I think that actually, no, this is a pasture out here, isn't it? Which we don't have any animals at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to do animals on this map or not. We'll see once here. We might just stick with either the farming and the factories here again. I think that was the only headland pass, wasn't it? And I suppose that one I should probably look at getting a grain cart, maybe a truck over here. Let's see once here. I think we're going to go probably, the 8RX there. That'll probably be a good choice for pulling the grain cart, I think. We do have the 9RX over there as well, I suppose. We don't have a particularly large cart, though, so I feel like the 8RX should be able to handle this cart. Only 850 bushels. I know I say only 850 bushels, compared to some of the monster carts that are out there nowadays, Evan. I mean, 850 bushels, that's getting kind of small, isn't it? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the newest grain cart now is, what, 3,000 bushels? Like, 3,000 bushel grain cart. I'm like, oh my goodness. Do we really need it that big? Oh, let's see here. Suppose we probably should get a auto drive. We're gonna go auto drive for this. Boy, if it wasn't for the water being on this side of the field by 20, I could like create a course right down the middle and you do it for both. I don't know if we should do that or not. Yeah, like I said, the water for the rice field is right there. Suppose this would still work though. Yeah, you know what? I think there's room. Let's go get the truck here. Let's see what we can work out. I think we might make this as like a two-way route. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, everyone. Might just work. Then we can do a turnaround up here. The only problem is just thinking about this, I'm not sure how I will not sure if you know where to stop. That might be the only problem. Okay, maybe we should just do a single route. Let's hit the hit the record button here. What happened? You do have a line there. Weird. Okay, well, hit record. And this should be easy to connect. That one, literally, the grain silo is straight in front of us here. We'll connect that with that line. See if we get one more here. Should get one more. Nope, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay, connect that one to... Sure, that one right there looks good. And then we'll connect coming off this line over here. That one looks good, I guess. Yeah, hit the record. Ooh, we might have to adjust that a little bit. That's not quite the line I had in mind. I was thinking that one there. There we go. Get rid of that one. Perfect. Okay, let's see once here. Thinking how to do this here, everyone. I think I'm just going to go right back over this line, to be honest. We'll see once how bad or maybe good of an idea that was. This is why I was saying I might make it as a two-way route here. But then I gotta have waypoints on this, so I'm not sure how the waypoints would work. Okay, stop recording. Shift that over just a little bit here. Didn't realize we were quite so far off. And we'll connect that with that one. And sure, we'll make that the waypoint. Well, should I go? Maybe go a little further. Let's go over here. We'll make that the waypoint. Okay, field 19 and 20. Truck weight. 19 and 20, right? Double check. Yes. Perfect. Turn you on. Actually, no, let's set it first. Field 19 and truck weight. Grain barge. To note, we want to go to our grain silo. Perfect. And then we got the cart. Let's hit the record button here. Yeah, I don't actually want that. Get rid of that line there. Go ahead and put the pipe out here just so I know where we got to be. Field 19, tractor. Unload. Things you always got to do when you first start a map, right? Set up all your auto drive routes, at least if you like to use auto drive anyway, which, well, in case you folks can't tell, I obviously do. And tractor, oh, field 19 tractor. Oh, wait. We can spell here today and type. Okay, stop recording. Connect that line to that line. Switch you over to, well, harvest, I guess, right? And then it's going to be field 19, tractor weight, field 19, tractor unload, and turn you on. Yeah, no harvester found. That's because, well, nobody in the combine. And I can't click the switch. Okay, why can I not click the switch? Probably because this tractor has some stupid extra features on it. You know, we were talking about that here a while back. Switch you over to tractor weight. Perfect. Let's get that pipe out here because we do need to unload fairly soon here. Oh, there's got to be another headland or another pass in here. I think I'm missing a pass. We got a row of shame there. And then when the time comes, it should be relatively simple to make a route here for the rice field there. Speaking of the rice, what are we going to do with the rice? That is an excellent question. Because we can bring it to the grain mill. We can definitely make rice flour with it. I think, didn't the canning factory take rice as well? Yeah, rice rolls and stuff. Rice rolls just take straight rice, though. So, we might, we'll have to see. Let's maybe mix it up a little bit. I'm going to bring some over to the bakery and then some over, or sorry, not the bakery, the canning factory. That, oh, that is the line. Okay. Thought that was the headland pass there for a minute. Yep, we definitely would have had a collision there if I would have kept going. Nice job there. Auto drive. Not really, but. Yoo-hoo. Over here, bud. Like, yeah, we're over here again? Yeah, okay. You just turn around in the neighbor's field. That's fine. They're probably just running over, I don't know what crop. Looks like some sort of root crop over there. Nobody will notice if you run that over. Yoo-hoo. Here, boy. Here, boy. Over here. Okay. No doubt about it, Evan. Horseblade, definitely the better unloader. Again, as we discussed many times before, though, Evan, Unfortunately, with course play, course play is very course playist and only unloads itself. So, oh, and we're full. You know, we could have like unloaded on the go there. You know, if you had been driving along with us there, auto drive. Instead, you're over, you know, driving over to the neighbor's crop there, and into trees apparently. Now, we got a problem, everyone. As soon as I get out of this combine and move him, everyone, we're gonna lose our call for the combine. Yeah, this kind of sucks. I don't think we have a choice though. Which waypoint? Oh my goodness. You, sir, are special. Okay. Truck's right over here. What do I need a grain cart for, everyone? We'll just unload ourselves. To be honest, probably quicker anyway. Yeah, much quicker. Should have just done this right away. I would just have auto drive the truck over. There's definitely times where I've done that one because, as you folks have seen, I mean, yes, it is cool and a lot of fun, in my opinion, Evan, to have a grain cart driver. But unfortunately, auto drive is also like super annoying. Also, it's doing that same issue on this map as well, where it cannot find the waypoint. I don't know why it's doing that, everyone. Must be a new problem here with auto drive, apparently. I thought maybe on the previous map, maybe it had something to do with the way the routes were recorded or something. Because, like, well, I've never had that issue before, at least not that often. It's like every single time now. But, nope. I've recorded all the maps, the routes, I'm sorry, all the routes on this map myself, so... And I've recorded them kind of the way I usually always do. What you've just seen here a moment ago, Evan. Got the truck route there, and then did a nice little oval, you know, unload route for the grain cart. That's what I typically do. Usually works pretty good. But yeah, obviously it's still having trouble reaching the waypoint for some reason. And I'm sure it had nothing to do with the tree, Evan. That had nothing to do with it. Obviously, it couldn't reach it because of the tree, but if the tree wasn't in the way, it still, I'm sure, probably would have done that. Now we sit back for a nice harvest here, Evan. As I've said many times before, always something fun about doing a harvest, if you ask me. One of my more, favorite activities in the game here. And yes, I know I just cut through the field there. Yeah, you know what? We're doing the harvest. Doesn't really matter, right? Wow, the windrows here apparently are no joke to mess with here. Wow, bouncing over them. Well, just a reminder here, by the way, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to click that thumbs up icon down below there. And if you'd like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Where that grain cart ended up at. Yeah, out in field 21, huh? Hey, why don't we do that? Oh, what's he doing over there? He's just gonna sit over there. What will happen if we put the pipe out? That distance, I'm about 50% full. I mean, maybe even like 25% full. Maybe we should just like put the pipe out because he's so far away. You watch, the way auto drive is. From that distance, he'll get here in time to unload on the go. If he was sitting right next to us, would he? No. But from that distance, of course. That seems like that's about the way it would be. Let's see what happens when we put the pipe out here. As a reminder, we had just got the message here a few moments ago that from right there auto drive was not able to reach the waypoint, which is, it's in front of that truck there somewhere, right? So from right there, it couldn't reach it. But from all the way over here, we're gonna find out, I guess. Must be going. I mean, I don't see a message popping up saying he's not there, so. Very careful, everyone. Get the rear tires off the ground here, bouncing up over that windrow. Good way to break a rear axle doing that. Or maybe even some final drives on the front axle of the combine there. Well, let's head over to the comment section here a moment ago and see what you folks had to say here for last episode. A reminder again, always enjoy reading all your comments, so if you got something to say, throw it down below. Look at that. He's almost here. You watch. Is he going to be here in time to unload on the go? That'd just be so wrong on so many levels if he is. I mean, technically, he probably could be if he wanted to be one. Will he? Probably not, because again, as I said before, I do not usually have a whole lot of success with auto drive unloading on the go. Oh, he's going to cut in front of us. Oh, he's going to drive into us. Good job there, bud. I'd rather not have to get out and like course correct you again, because, well, we've all seen what happened last time. He's lined up to unload on the go. Look at, he is lined up to unload on the go. Now I skipped lines when I went to the next pass here, so yeah, the pipe's overcropped, so he won't unload on the go now. But if I was on that last pass, which he unfortunately did try to run us over, so, but if it wasn't for that, he was lined up to unload on the go. From all the way over there, like all the way over there. He couldn't get, from right here, he couldn't get to us in time to unload us. From all the way over there, yeah, we'll see when we get time to actually unload here. That might be a different story. Maybe he'll be doing something derpy then, but. Sure what he's doing at the moment. Are we close to the edge here? Close-ish. Why he's backing down the field there. Strange. Well, we know where the truck is. We might just have to go visit that truck again. Okay, you stay over there. Don't even. Yeah, okay. Don't even think of driving in front of us here again this time. Well, we got like what, half this field done here already? Making short work of this field here. I'm one. Oh yeah, we're well over halfway done on this field here already. And let me see if I get the comments loaded up here a moment. Come on, view all. There we go. Really? I'm sure the pipe's over on this side here, bud. Ah, my goodness, really? Yep, and again, the call is going to get canceled because I got out of the combine. Okay, we're just going to go unload the truck here again, everyone. Great job. School bus over there. Interesting. Okay, first comment here from Norton. Norton was saying, a good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Always appreciated. And then he was also saying, don't think I've ever seen you plant sugar beets before. Really? Wow. Have I never done sugar beets before? I'm sure I have. I've got to have planted sugar beets before, I think, everyone. I could be wrong. If I have, it has probably definitely been a while. And probably happens more often on the multiplayer than it does single player, maybe. That could be why, but a lot of times multiplayer we're doing some other crop types. Oh, look, he's on his way over to unload us again. Note that he hasn't been able to not... What in the world? Steering it to the... Okay. On with the combine. On with the steering. Okay, there we go. Yeah, obviously we got some sugar beet harvest coming up here, everyone. We've got, was it fields? I think it's 63 and 65, right? Yeah, 63, 65. That probably won't quite be next episode, everyone, because like I said, I think probably this episode, next episode, we'll be hitting the sorghum and the wheat. Just put the pipe away here. We're pretty much empty. In fact, I'm betting we can probably about finish the remainder of this field here. It'll be real close. As far as the sugar beets are concerned, at some point probably would be nice to upgrade our harvester. Technically, we'll be downgrading the width, I guess, Evan, because the harvester we have now is a nice wide one, but it does not have much capacity. Like, oh my goodness. The capacity is definitely lacking on our current tow-behind harvester here. Which is kind of unfortunate because it is a nice wide harvester. None of the self-propelleds are probably even half. Well, they're probably half that wide, I guess, right? They are half. If we check the biggest self-propelled here. So this one is what? 6.4. Yeah, almost 6.5. I was going to say 6.5. 6.4 meters wide. You go, I think the Homer is wider with the attached header, isn't it? Headers. Yeah, okay, so we can get 4 meters there on the... Oh, so we got to go with the Ropa, huh? Oh, not that one. Ropa Tiger 6S there. 4 meters wide. Or the other one was 2.7. I mean, in which case, yeah, the one we have now is over half. Or over twice, I'm sorry. New one would be under half. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's see. Next comment here from Austin. Austin was saying, I have a question. Oh, he has a question. Well, what's your question there, Austin? I can't answer the question if you don't ask it, so... Mike was saying you should deactivate automatic fertilizer and set it to put down a small amount like starter fertilizer, then spray it after it comes up with your sprayer to get the final level. And I have actually done that before when I have done like manure or something like that, where it gives us a set amount and then we come back either at the time of planting or afterwards, however you want to do it, with the final amount. And we were actually doing that on the last series there, just a little bit of one. We were doing the manure just a little bit. Like I said, on this series, I thought I'd maybe like try some of the oilseed radish. Thought we'd maybe give that a little bit of a try here, see how that goes. Especially when it comes to precision farming here. See if Giants actually has oilseed radish working here or not. And the reason I say that, Evan, back in previous versions of the game, I always remember that it seems like there was always updates about oilseed radish and precision farming, getting it working right with that, so. Oh, and I just looked over at the time, and it is unfortunately time to wrap it up here this episode. I thought we could get this field done. I guess apparently not quite. Oh, well. And you know what they say about having fun here. We're harvesting away, despite your help. Yeah. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.